folks, what's up? This is Michael in the wee hours of the night on the graveyard shift with your daily trivia question once again, all that good stuff, and welcome to a gorgeous weekend. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's going to be nice. And I'm well overdue for this kind of weather, that is for sure. So the answer to the previous trivia question was, of course, Oklahoma. Good old Oklahoma. I think I did a wax museum play of sorts back in like the 4th grade based on Oklahoma. I was pretty good in it too. But anyways, I won't get into that. So initially, check this out how this worked out, right? Okay, so Native Americans were relocated from their traditional lands to make way for white settlement. They were relocated to the so-called Indian Territory. This included Chickasaw, Choctaw, Cherokee Creek, numerous different tribes. Okay, remember Trail of Tears, Indian Removal Act. Okay, so we basically relocated all of these people. Thousands of people died. Okay, so jump to the 1890s, right? So now we have a vested interest in this land. Remember, we just relocated all these people to the so-called Indian Territory, all right, what would become Oklahoma. Now we want them moved again because we have improved agricultural and ranching techniques, right? So now we have a vested interest. This could be valuable to us, right? So let's pressure our government to allow settlement into this region. That's how this plays out. So President Harrison agreed. He set into motion several acts that would eventually see a huge 1.9 million acre tract of this so-called Indian Territory, and he opened it up for white settlement. This was to occur after all of these acts and so forth were passed. This was to occur precisely at noon on April 22nd of 1889. That was the focus of the trivia question. So what resulted of this? Folks, we had people were camping out, tent cities, mob scene, mad dash. It was a bum rush to the border. Okay, you thought camping out for tickets for Duke tickets was bad. This had nothing on these people, right? 60,000 people lined up at the border and waited for a cannon to go off at 12 p.m. on April 22nd, 1889, to set everything into motion. So once this happened, just mob scene took over. You thought Walmart was bad the day after Thanksgiving. Ain't got nothing on these people. So by nightfall, when this occurred, thousands of claims had been staked on town lots, quarter sections, farm plots, everything you can think of. Small and large towns literally sprung up overnight. And these were towns that are still very much around today. This resulted, as you can quite imagine, when you have this many people bum rushing for stakes on land, this resulted in a ton of greed and fraud, legal wrangling, legal cases and so forth were brought forth. The term Sooners, which is Oklahoma's nickname, came to be which described people who had entered the territory before noon on April 22nd. That's a cool little geek factoid where they got that name. So what we know as the state of Oklahoma would become a state officially in 1907. And by 1930s, we had essentially destroyed this land, okay, that we bum rushed and claimed our stake to with poor farming techniques and over farming in general. And this would, of course, lead to the Dust Bowl and Depression era of the 1930s. So it's interesting how we relocated Native Americans twice to kind of take over this land that we had a vested interest in, and then we pretty much destroyed it. That's the way it works, I guess. All right, folks, let's get this weekend started right now with a brand new trivia question. Here we go for April 23rd on this day in 2013. Ooh, I remember when this happened. Check this out. On this day in 2013, after an Associated Press Twitter feed was hacked, the stock market briefly crashes with losses of more than 140 points and $136 billion in less than 6 minutes after falsely reporting serious injuries of this prominent figure. Good luck, folks. Go enjoy this weekend. Have some fun. Peace out. See you next time.